Hello everyone. Today is 8 September 2025. Let's start the Hindu news analysis. We will discuss the most important news analysis which is relevant for your upcoming UPSC exam. This is the most important information I am sharing with you. You can use it in your mains examination to enrich your answer. You can also use it in your prelims exam. Okay, so listen it carefully, and if possible make your own handwritten notes. Otherwise I'm sharing the PDF of this video in our Telegram channel. You can go there and download it. So let's start our discussion. First news is RSS at 100 Bhagwat article of faith. You can quote in your answer that institutions live long when their ideas outlive their founders. Institutions live long when their ideas outlive their founders. You can quote it in your answer. इसे आप मेंस आंसर राइटिंग में यूज कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो RSS 1925 में KB हेगडेवार, आई एम सॉरी इफ नेम प्रोनाउंस करने में अगर कुछ भी गलती हो रही हो, नागपुर में बनाई थी. ठीक है, तब से ये कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के रूप में ग्रो हुई है और इंडिया के पॉलिटिक्स और सोसाइटी पे इसका इन्फ्लुएंस कॉन्टिन्यूसली रहा है. अक्टूबर 2025 में RSS 100 ईयर्स कंप्लीट कर रहा है. मोहन भागवत ने 3 कोर प्रिंसिपल्स हाईलाइट किए हैं. फर्स्ट इज इंडिविजुअल डिसिप्लिन, दैट इज कैरेक्टर डेवलपमेंट. Second is societal change, that is grassroots mobilization. Hindustan as Hindu Rashtra, that is cultural nationhood idea. Okay, so prelims traps which you need to remember. Foundation year is 1925, not 1920. कई बार गलती हो जाती है. ठीक है, एंड जो करंट संघ के चालक हैं, दैट इज सर संघ चालक इज मोहन भागवत. He is the 6th chief. ओके, RSS एक कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, पॉलिटिकल पार्टी नहीं. याद रखना कि इट इज अ कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, नॉट अ पॉलिटिकल पार्टी. Some mains enrichment material which you can quote it in your answer, that RSS at 100 is less about age, more about the endurance of an idea. Okay, so these are basically 3 unchanging principles: individual discipline, personal character development, and self-control as foundation of the societal progress. Societal changes shaping system, transformation of social character through cultural influence and the grassroots mobilization. Hindustan as Hindu Rashtra, vision of cultural nationhood based on Hindu civilization values and the identity. RSS complete 100 years in October 2025. Foundation year 1925 by KB Hegwa, not 1920, which is generally हमें लगता है. Current leadership Mohan Bhagwat is the 6th Sar Sangh Chalak. Organizational nature, cultural organization, not a political party. Okay, and the next news is Supreme Court on preventive detention in Jammu and Kashmir. So you can quote in your answer that liberty once lost is hard to regain. Preventive detention sits right in that tension. प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन बेसिकली इंडिया के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का एक यूनिक फीचर है। ये किसी को पनिश करने के लिए नहीं बल्कि प्रिवेंट करने के लिए होता है कि वो फ्यूचर में क्राइम ना करे। ठीक है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जम्मू एंड कश्मीर PSA दैट इज पब्लिक सेफ्टी एक्ट पे स्ट्रिक्ट स्क्रूटनी लगाई। बोला लिबर्टी अंडर आर्टिकल 21 कटेल आर्बिट्री नहीं हो सकती। ठीक है, एडवाइजरी बोर्ड के बिना डिटेंशन मैक्स 3 मंथ ही हो सकती है, तो ये याद रखना, मैक्स 3 मंथ। आर्टिकल 22 प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन अलाउ करता है। these are the prelim steps which you need to remember that article 22 प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन अलाउ करता है, प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन को अलाउ करता है। एक्सटेंड मैक्सिमम कितना टाइम तक हो सकता है? मैक्सिमम 1 ईयर इन स्पेसिफाइड केसेस। इंडिया का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ग्लोबली यूनिक है इस प्रोविज़न के लिए, तो याद रखना इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज यूनिक फॉर दिस provision. Okay, you can quote in your answer that preventive detention is the razor edge where liberty and security clash. Preventive detention is the razor edge where liberty and security clash. Okay, so key ruling highlight Jammu and Kashmir Public Safety Act detention need strict scrutiny. Liberty under the Article 21 cannot be curbed arbitrarily. ठीक है, Constitutional Framework Article 22 protection preventive detention maximum 3 months without advisory board review. Extension provision can be extended to 1 year in certain specified cases. Unique provision preventive detention is unique to India's constitution globally. Preventive detention to prevent future criminal acts, not punishment for the past crimes. Okay, that is punitive detention. So it is punitive detention versus preventive detention. Article 21 right to life, personal liberty, dignity and due process of law. Constitutional morality, key terms which you need to remember. Spirit of constitution takes precedence over political expediency. Okay, and the next is GST reform. Insurance moves to 0% slab. So you can quote in your answer that when insurance become tax free, the state signals social security, not revenue. So quote in your answer that when insurance become tax free, the state signal social security, not revenue. Okay, GST 2016 में आया था अंडर द 101st अमेंडमेंट। आर्टिकल 279A ने GST काउंसिल बनाया जो फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर के अंडर आता है। ठीक है, इंश्योरेंस पे पहले कितना टैक्स था? 18% टैक्स लगता था। अब GST काउंसिल ने रिफॉर्म करके लाइफ और हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस को 0% स्लैब में डाल दिया है। साथ ही स्लैब क्या कर दिए? सिंप्लीफाई कर दिए। 0% इंश्योरेंस, 5% on essential goods, 18% on the standard goods and 40% on sin or the luxury goods. Prelim steps which you need to remember that GST council voting is कितने परसेंट weighted है? 75% weighted. 75% weighted. Compensation cess 2026 तक एक्सटेंड किया गया। एंड कब हो गया था ये? जून 2022 में। ठीक है, एक्सटेंड कब तक कर दिया गया इसको? 2026 तक इन्वर्टेड ड्यूटी स्ट्रक्चर एक कंप्लायंस प्रॉब्लम है, ठीक है, ये हमें याद रखना है। एंड एक चीज हम कोट कर सकते हैं, दैट टैक्स कट्स ऑन इंश्योरेंस शो governance choosing welfare over revenue. Okay, so GST reforms, major tax structure simplification, life and health insurance policies moved to 0% tax slabs, while overall structure simplified just three main rates. 0% insurance policies, life and health insurance previously 18%, 5% on essential goods, basic necessities and the essential services, 18% standard rates, most goods and the services including cement, reduced from 28%, 40% on the sin, luxury goods, tobacco, alcohol, luxury items. And the constitutional framework, GST introduced through 101st Constitutional Amendment Act, Article 279A, established GST Council chaired by Union Finance Minister, insurance taxation reduced from 18% to 0%. Okay. Key economics terms, inverted duty structure, which is the compliance issue, that when input tax rate exceeds output tax rate, okay, input tax rate exceed the output tax rate, ठीक है, कि कॉटन के ऊपर ज्यादा टैक्स लग रहा है rather than on the shirt. Okay, compensation cess, additional levy extended until 2026 to compensate states for the revenue loss. Tax buoyancy, that is the tax revenue when the tax revenue grows faster than the GDP, indicating the efficient tax system. Okay, so this was all about this news. Uses AI chatbots raise serious safety concerns. You can quote in your answer that the same AI that chats with you today might one day harm your mental health. AI चैटबॉट्स जैसे कि चैट जीपीटी, ग्रोक, क्लाउडी, जेमिनी अब हर जगह यूज़ होते हैं, ठीक है, पर उनकी सेफ्टी टेस्टिंग से कई रेड फ्लैग्स निकल रहे हैं। CCDH, दैट इज़ सेंटर फॉर काउंटरिंग डिजिटल हेट, ने टेस्ट करके दिखाया कि ये चैटबॉट्स सुसाइड नोट्स और हार्मफुल कंटेंट जनरेट कर रहे हैं। AI साइकोसिस, दैट इज़ AI साइकोसिस और डिपेंडेंसी का भी रिस्क है। बेसिकली कुछ प्रीलिम्स स्टेप हमें जो याद रखने हैं, चैटबॉट्स इज इक्वल टू जनरेटिव AI सिस्टम, चैटबॉट्स इज इक्वल टू जनरेटिव AI सिस्टम, these are not the search engines. Okay, CCDH एक NGO है, CCDH इज अ NGO, गवर्नमेंट बॉडी नहीं है, तो इसको हमें याद रखना है, ठीक है। और यू कैन कोट इन योर आंसर, guardrails in AI are not optional, are not optional, they are the seat belts of the digital age. So alarming testing result, major AI chatbots including ChatGPT, Grok, Clouding and Gemini found generating harmful content including suicide notes during safety testing, raising concern about AI psychosis. ChatGPT, OpenAI conversational AI model showing concerning responses in the safety test. Grok, that is X Twitter platform's AI chatbot with reduced content filtering. Okay, Cloudy, Anthropic's AI assistant designed for safety but still showing vulnerabilities. Gemini, Google's advanced AI model with multidimensional capabilities. Do remember this. Okay, prelims alert, common misconception: chatbots are generative AI system, not the traditional search engines like Google. They are not like search engines. Google is a search engine. CCDH, Center for Countering Digital Hate, is an NGO conducting these tests, not a government organization. Okay, so do remember this. And AI psychosis, critical terms which you need to remember. AI psychosis, mental health breakdown from the excessive AI interaction and the dependency. Guardrails, safety filters and ethical boundaries built into the AI system. Digital well-being, safe balance and the safety technology uses practices. Okay. And the next is GPS jamming crisis in the Baltic region. In the modern warfare, satellites can be blinded without firing a shot. You can quote in your answer that in modern warfare, satellites can be blinded without firing a shot. Okay. GNSS, that is Global Navigation Satellite System, जैसे कि GPS of the USA, GLONASS of the रशिया, गैलीलियो ऑफ द EU ग्लोबल नेविगेशन के लिए बैकबोन है. इन्हें जैम स्पूफ करना मॉडर्न हाइब्रिड वॉरफेयर का एक मेजर टूल है. ठीक है. स्वीडन ने रिपोर्ट किया कि GNSS इंटरफेरेंस 2023 के 55 से जंप करके 2025 में 733 हो गया. ओके, रशिया पे ब्लेम लग रहा है इस बात का. तो कुछ प्रीलिम्स टेस्ट विच यू नीड टू रिमेंबर. ICAO, दैट इज इंटरनेशनल सिविल एविएशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, जिसका हेडक्वार्टर कहाँ पे है? मॉन्ट्रियल, दैट इज इन कनाडा. ओके, याद रखना जेनेवा नहीं है. GPSS स्पूफिंग वर्सेस जैमिंग, डिफरेंस समझना इस चीज़ का हमें जरूरी है. ओके, जैमिंग द सैटेलाइट, jamming satellite is the new way of drawing invisible battle lines. Okay, you can quote in your answer. And escalating, so this was all about the news, and this is what is written on the PPT, that escalating electronic warfare. Sweden reported dramatic surge in the GNSS interference cases from just 55 in 2023 to 733 cases in 2025, with Russia blamed for systematic disruption. Global navigation system, GPS, that is of USA, global positioning system, most widely used navigation constellation, GLONASS of the Russia. UPSC has asked question on this. GLONASS of the Russian satellite navigation system providing global coverage. Galileo of the EU, European Union independent satellite navigation system. GPS spoofing, key terms which you need to remember. GPS spoofing, broadcasting fake signals to mislead navigation system and redirect aircraft or the ships. मतलब कि फेक सिग्नल देके क्या करना कि जो एयरक्राफ्ट होते हैं और शिप्स को, उनको गलत डायरेक्शन में ले जाना. ठीक है. और सिग्नल जैमिंग, ब्लॉकिंग द लेजिटिमेट GPS सिग्नल. अगर हम कोई जहाज है, ठीक है, उसको हमने एक टारगेट पोजीशन पे लेके जाना है. अब उसका क्या हुआ कि सिग्नल तो देना था उसको, अब क्या हुआ कि उसको गलत सिग्नल दे दिया. तो दिस इज नोन एज सिग्नल जैमिंग. ओके. हाइब्रिड वॉरफेयर, combination of conventional military tactics with the cyber, electronic and the information warfare. Prelims traps which you need to remember. ICAO, that is International Civil Aviation Organization, headquarters is in the Montreal, Canada, not in the Geneva, Switzerland. And the next news is blood moon, rare total lunar eclipse. You can quote in your answer that sometimes the sky become the best classroom for the science. Lunar eclipse तब होता है जब अर्थ सन और मून के बीच में आ जाती है. ठीक है. ब्लड मून का रेड कलर रेलिक स्कैटरिंग से होता है. तो डू रिमेंबर कि किससे होता है? रेलिक स्कैटरिंग से. वही जो सनसेट को क्या करता है? रेड बनाता है. ठीक है. 7 और 8 सितंबर 2025 को एशिया, अफ्रीका और यूरोप में रेयर ब्लड मून देखा गया। क्या देखा गया? रेयर ब्लड मून देखा गया। इंडिया में नेक्स्ट लूनर इक्लिप्स कब देखा जाएगा? 2029 में देखा जाएगा। कुछ प्रीलिम स्टैट्स विच यू नीड टू रिमेंबर दैट umbra is the dark central shadow zone. Umbra is the dark central shadow zone. Okay, and then penumbral zone या फिर penumbral eclipse. It is faint dimming. ओके, जिसे बेसिकली क्या होता है कि लोग मिस कर देते हैं इस चीज को। सेफ टू व्यू फ्रॉम naked eyes, not like solar eclipse, So what is written on PPT is that a rare blood moon was visible across Asia, Africa and Europe on 7th and 8th September, offering a stunning display of Earth's shadow, transforming the moon into deep red orbit. Okay, Earth position: Earth moved between the sun and moon, casting shadow. Umbra formation: dark shadow zone creates total eclipse conditions. Light refraction: Earth atmosphere bends red wavelength. Earth atmosphere bends red wavelength around planet. Red moon appears. Rayleigh scattering allows only red light to reach moon. Scientific explanation: red color occurs due to Rayleigh scattering, the same phenomena that makes sunset red. Earth atmosphere filter out blue wavelength while allowing red wavelength to pass through and illuminate the moon. Cultural significance: in Indian astronomy, lunar eclipses are called Chandragrahan, holding deep cultural and the religious significance across various traditions. Safety and visibility: safe to view with naked eyes. Unlike the solar eclipse, no special equipment required for observation. Next visible lunar eclipse in India 2029. Umbra, the dark central shadow zone where the total eclipse occur. Complete blockage of the sunlight. Penumbral eclipse: partial shadow creates faint dimming, often goes unnoticed by the casual observers. And some critical current affair roundups. Essential one liner for the prelims. CoWIN system outage, जो हमने कल की न्यूज़ में देखा था कि वैक्सीनेशन एंड द ट्रैवल सर्टिफिकेट ब्लॉक. CoWIN operate as the government digital public good with 5 integrated modules. You can watch yesterday video. GST rate change, health and insurance at 0%. CMET reduced from 28% to 18%, effective from the 22nd September 2025. Canada terror financing. Babbar Khalsa International, ISYF, funded through the MSB, that is Money Service Business Cryptocurrency, and the NPOs, non-profit organization. You can watch yesterday lecture. And Karnataka electoral fraud: 5,994 bogus Form 7 deletion discovered, only 24 were genuine voter removals. Punjab flood crisis: illegal mining weakened the embankment of the Satluj, Beas, Ravi and the Ghaggar rivers. International developments: China, North Korea, that is Xi Jinping and the Kim Jong-un pledged closer bilateral ties during the Beijing summit. And the Baltic security: GNSS jamming incident prompt ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, aviation safety concerns. Sri Lanka human rights: HRCSL report flagged risk of Chemani extrajudicial killing recurring. Quick revision: master key terms: Hindu Rashtra's cultural nationalism concept, emphasizing Hindu civilizational identity as basis for the nationhood, constitutional morality, adherence to constitutional spirit over the political expediencies in governance decisions, preventive detention, forward-looking incarcerations to prevent future crimes, not punishment for the past acts. Inverted duty structure, tax anomaly where input tax rate exceeds output tax rates, creating compliance issues, AI psychosis, mental health risk from excessive artificial intelligence, interactions and dependencies, GS spoofing, jamming, electronic warfare tactics disrupting navigation through fake or the blocked signals, guardrails, AI safety filters, and the ethical boundaries preventing harmful content generations. Form 7 Electoral form used for the voter deletions, frequent trap questions in the prelims, blood moon, total lunar eclipse, appearing red due to relic scattering through the Earth atmosphere, MSB, NPO, TBML, common terror financing routes, money service businesses, non-profit trade-based money laundering. So basically focus on interconnection between these concepts. UPSC often test understanding of the relations rather than isolated facts. I hope you have got a lot of insight from today news. See you in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.